Hi Aries, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T, and I'm getting ready to do your May Love TarotScope. And let me ring in the bells, bring in the good angels, good energy, and create some sacred space around this reading. And I just want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel, and thank you for all your wonderful comments. I read all of them. Even if I don't always get a chance to respond, I do read them all, and I appreciate them all. Thank you for taking time out to leave a comment and for liking the page. So let's see what's coming up for Aries this month, for May. For some of you, it's the beginning of spring. For some of you in the southern hemisphere, beginning of fall. The seasons are changing. Okay, let's see. What does Aries need to know about love and anything else important that they need to know for the month of May? What is coming up for the month of May for Aries? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. The Fool, the Ace of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Magician. Okay, let's see what we have here. So the Fool card in the center, May is going to be a month of new beginnings, a new cycle for you, maybe even a new love with the Ace of Cups. The Fool is about starting over, wiping the slate clean. Sometimes it could mean in a relationship you might decide to start something totally new. If you're already in a relationship, you may decide that you want to start a new cycle with this person. If you're not dating, it could definitely mean bringing a new relationship or a new love. What the Fool card is about, it's like a new adventure. You're ready for adventure. And Aries is always ready for adventure. And you may just get that in May. The Fool it can be scary, but not for Aries. Aries don't have any, they're not afraid of risks and taking chances. Any other sign, you might say, well, it might be scary, this new thing. But Aries is excited by change and newness. They want to be on the front lines of change. And the Fool is about starting a whole new cycle, because it's, first of all, it's the beginning of the major arcana. Some people think it's either the first card or the last card, depending on your point of view. But it's really the beginning where nothing is created. It's like you have a clean slate, and you can create anything you want. It's all up to you and what you want to create. So it's not like you're working with something that's already been done. You are embarking on something that's brand new, or having a new perspective, or there's like a freshness about the Fool. It's about going where you've never gone before, doing something you've never done before. So it could be a relationship comes up that puts you in a situation that you've never experienced before. It could be a new love that gives you a new lease on life, or a new feeling. The Ace of Cups can also mean creativity. So you could be working on a project, doing something really creative, something innovative, something new that you feel excited about, that you feel emotional about. You could be opening your heart up to love for the first time in a long time. So it represents the beginning of a new cycle, which I think is going to be good. It seems like, okay, you have the Five of Pentacles in the past. And the Five of Pentacles this is the basis of your issue. You may have been struggling with financial problems, maybe going through depression, some kind of a depression, or just feeling that you're alone. You've been living a life where you feel like you're alone and you have no one to talk to. You might be feeling isolated, depressed. Sometimes that can mean money problems. It could also mean feelings of insecurity, where you feel like you want to do something, maybe you want to approach someone, but you're afraid that you're not good enough for them. Or you're afraid to share your feelings because you don't have enough money. You feel like this person I'm interested in is out of my league. There's no way that this person would want me because I have nothing to offer. So if that's the feeling, that's what you've been feeling, and that may have been holding you back. So this is a card of what the basic issue is. If you feel like things have been blocking you in your love life, these are some of the reasons why you feel. But I think that you're coming out of this because I feel like there's a chance for a new beginning with this Ace of Cups. And especially with the Magician as the outcome, which I'll get to. The Magician is a card that lets you know that you can create anything you want. You just have to believe in your ability to do it. You can't let negative self-talk stop you from living and from achieving your goals. So don't shoot yourself before you even try. Don't say, well, I don't have any money, or I don't have, I'm not good enough. Just try. Just give your love. You'd be surprised. The Seven of Swords is something that's in the recent past. The Seven of Swords is a card, it's called the Thief card. Because sometimes when it comes up, you may feel like someone's trying to take something from you. Or it could mean that you're trying to take something from someone else. It's a card of covert action. So somebody might be working behind the scenes, keeping their plans under wraps. So you might have had something on the agenda that you couldn't share with people. Or you may feel that like you're not facing the truth about something. A lot of times with the Seven of Swords, if it doesn't mean the thief aspect, where you feel like someone's trying to cheat you or steal from you, or you feel threatened by someone, then it means that you're not facing the truth about an issue. So maybe you're having some kind of, like if you're going through a depression and you're ignoring it and you're saying, no, I'm fine. I don't have any problems. You don't want to face your own truth. And so this is like a card of running away from the truth. It's a sneaky card because you don't want to deal with responsibility, or you don't want to deal with the truth. So you're kind of avoiding things. Sometimes this card can mean someone saying one thing to your face and then talking behind your back. Like you may feel that people are not being honest with you. Or there could be someone in your life that's not being honest. Not telling you the whole story. So either way, either you're the person not telling the truth, or it's someone in your life that's not sharing everything with you. If it's you, then the advice is to get the truth out. Don't be afraid to confide in someone and tell them the truth. Tell them how you really feel. And that will help bring about this new beginning in love. If it's someone, because this is a general reading, so I'm trying to cover different aspects of this card. It could also mean that you decide to let go of someone that you feel like is just not doing it for you, and you need someone new. You're embracing something new. You're ready for change. The Five of Cups coming up. You have 2 5s in this reading and 2 7s. So 7s represent change. Things are in transition. 5s represent instability. So, and with the 5 of Cups, there's a sense of regret. You're like healing from the past. You're thinking about your losses. And you're regretting certain things. Maybe you didn't handle something and certain truths came out. Maybe you didn't handle something the right way and certain truths came out that caused a sense of loss. Because you're feeling that you're just evaluating your losses. You're feeling down on yourself. And this is also a card about a relationship that you may feel is like breaking up. Maybe you feel there's someone in your life that was once good and now it's kind of shaky. But the 5 of Cups doesn't mean the end of the relationship. The 5 of Cups means that you can still salvage. If you look at this card, there's 2 cups still up. So you can salvage the situation, but you just have to focus on the positive. Focus on what's good about the relationship rather than focusing on what you don't like in the relationship or what's the negative. Because if you focus on the negative, you're going to reinforce that. And you're going to make yourself more depressed. If you focus on the positive, then you can build on that. You have something to build on. So this can mean that you may wind up leaving someone for someone new. Or it could be that you want to save the relationship and you want to try again. And the Fool can also mean that again. It can mean it can mean that you say to someone, look, I know we've had problems in the past. And I know maybe, I didn't always do the right thing, or, both people on either side, we haven't been honest with each other or done the right thing. But I want to really start over and make it right this time. And with the Fool, you have the potential to do that. You have this new beginning. So you have an opportunity in May. Now, one thing I want to say is, because the opportunity is there, doesn't mean that if you sit and do nothing, it's going to just happen. This is meaning that you have to put some energy out there. So the vibe, the energy is good for new beginnings. But you can't just sit and wait for it to happen. You have to do something. You have to either talk to someone, contact someone, just try to reconnect with someone, or try to find someone new. And there's potential there. You also have the Page of Pentacles in the near future, and that's a card of being open to learning, being open to the new. If it means a new relationship, because sometimes a page can be a new relationship rather than an established one, it would probably be it could very well be with an earth sign. So that could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This can also mean that you've decided to go back to school maybe, or get some training. Because this is a card of the student. It's a card of opening up to the new. So maybe you're open to learning. And not necessarily in a school setting, but you're open to learning about yourself. And, what have I been doing wrong in my life? Where have I been not doing things properly? What do I need to learn? And what do I need to learn about myself? And how can I change my behavior and my attitude to make things better in the future? How can I see where I've gone wrong and admit my flaws, admit my faults, rather than just blame the externals? A lot of times when you don't want to see your own part in something, you tend to blame other people for your issues. But nothing happens in a vacuum. If something's happening in our lives, if you're dealing with another person, it's never just one person's issue. It's two people interacting. So both people bring something to the table. So in this month, in May, I think you're going to be more open to learning how you can make changes to make things better. What can I do to change myself? Because you can't change other people. The only thing you can work with is you. How do I change my behavior, my attitude, my outlook? What do I need to learn? How do I need to grow so that I can bring about this new beginning? And here you have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of building something. This is the card, the CEO card. This is the boss card. So, and it's also a card about taking responsibility for ourselves, building our lives, having a goal or a dream and wanting to build something. So if you want a relationship, if you're thinking, well, I want new love, or I want a relationship that works, I want to make improvements in my life. This is in your fear sector. You're afraid to take responsibility for your life. It could also mean that you have some father issues lurking in the background, because this is in your psychological block area. So, and the Emperor is a father card. It's the authority card. So you could have some issues where you have a problem with authority, or you have a problem with owning your own authority, taking charge of your life, taking responsibility for your life. On some level, you may feel a little insecure about that. Like, can I really do this? So you might self-sabotage. But you do have, Aries, you're an air sign, you're a fire sign, I mean. You're a leader. Fire signs are leaders. You have natural leadership ability. So you need to tap into that and believe in yourself. and not be afraid to show those leadership abilities. Maybe you've had issues with leadership in the past, whether it was at work or even in a relationship. Maybe you just didn't take the leading role or didn't take charge. Maybe you kind of let things happen and didn't fight for something or that you wanted. Whatever it is, it's time for you to take charge in the month of May. It's time for you to show your leadership abilities. It's time for you to develop them if you feel that they're weak. But if they're not, you have a natural talent, you have to just develop it. You have a talent for leadership. All fire signs do. You have courage, you're fearless, you're not afraid to, go into new territories. So use those talents to build a new life for yourself. And that's what you're going to be focusing on, a new beginning in May. The Hangman is your environment. So the Hangman is about giving something up for something better. So it could be that you've had to let go of something, either a person or a career or something. You've been feeling like your life has been in limbo. And what you have to do to change. You have to embark on a whole new scene. You have to go and find adventure somewhere. It might even be in a different location or with a new person. But you're afraid to give up what you have. The Hangman is like, I know that if I want a new opportunity, I might have to give up something that I really don't want to give up. Because this card has to do with sacrifice, where you feel like you have to sacrifice your current situation to gain something better in a new situation. And you're not really ready to give that up, or you weren't. Sometimes now the Hangman, so it's a card of looking, it's a card of patience. You have to just kind of be patient. And it's hard to say to an Aries, because Aries has the energy of, I want everything now. And you can be impatient at times, and you might give up too soon, when if you had just waited a little bit longer, you're like right on the edge of success. So this is a card of don't give up on your dream. And here you even have, in your wish fulfillment here, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is a card of planting seeds and waiting to see if they're going to develop. So don't give up. It may take a while for things to develop, for things to grow. And you may have to make some sacrifices. But you have the Magician here. The Magician is a very powerful card. This is the outcome. So this means that you have all the tools you need for success. You just have to stop your negative self-talk, which is this card. This is a card that where you've been telling yourself, I don't know if I have the skills I need to be what I want to be. I don't know if I have the money. I'm not good enough. I don't know if I could do this. You have to stop that. And you have to start saying, yes, I can. And this is a card of success through creative visualization, through positive thinking. The power of thought manifests. And we're living in really special times right now where we're at this energetic transition where we're moving into a brighter time. It may not seem that way, but our thoughts are very powerful right now. And so what you think will manifest, for good or for bad. So it's really important to think positive, to imagine a positive outcome, to visualize the life that you want to have. And you can achieve it. You'll be surprised at how you can achieve it. So it's time to let go of negative self-talk, negative thinking. It's let go of being irresponsible, avoiding responsibility, avoiding doing what you know you have to do. And to be more open to seeing things from another person's perspective. Don't be so rigid that you say, I know what I'm doing and everybody else is wrong. And I'm right and you just don't understand and I can't talk to you. You can't use those words. You have to say, okay, I know what I know, but maybe somebody else knows something too. And maybe I should listen to them and at least consider their point of view or consider their perspective. So if you've been having problems in a relationship, it could be that you've been a little bit stubborn and not allowing another person, not understanding where that other person's coming from, not seeing things from another person's point of view. Because Aries has a tendency to be very, a little bit self-involved. Like you you're focused on your goals and your dreams, and you forget about other people sometimes because you have such tunnel vision. So you have to kind of widen your view and think about other people and how your behavior affects other people, and how another person, even if you can't relate to their feelings, try to understand where they're coming from. Because the Seven of Swords is a card of denial. Sometimes it could be denial. And that could be denying problems in a relationship, but it could also be self-denial, denying your part in a relationship's problems. So you have to look at all the angles. But you have great potential here for a new beginning, to wipe the slate clean and start over. You're at the very edge of a new cycle. So you're finishing up. You might have finished up an old cycle in April, and now you're getting ready to start something new. And sometimes with the Hangman, I have to bring up, when the Hangman comes with the Seven of Swords, you may feel that you've been betrayed in some way in the past, that someone betrayed you. Because this can be the traitor card. Maybe something in your environment happened and you felt betrayed by someone. Could be a professional thing, either in a relationship or a work situation. That's just something I have to throw out there because the energies are there. I don't know that it's totally, so you might be blaming. You might be coming into the month thinking, oh, it's so-and-so's fault that I'm in this predicament. But really, you have to start also look at yourself. What have I done? What could I have done differently? It could be that someone else had a hand in whatever you're going through, but it's also what you're doing as well. So you have to really open yourself up to look at yourself. And that's the only way you're going to make change, is by looking in and recognizing your part in a drama. So I think you're on a good track, though, because you have this Ace, you have this wonderful new beginning, you have the Fool, you have the Emperor. You have to, if you can tap into your leadership ability and not be afraid to take charge and maybe try to release whatever is holding you back from the past. We hold on to injuries from our childhood. Maybe you can, if you have an issue with a parent that's playing out in your life in terms of authority figures, like bosses or rules and regulations, whatever that is, if you need to talk about it. Don't sweep it under the rug. Deal with it. But also, I want you to take advantage of this magician and the energy of the magician, and know that you have the talent, you have the power, you have all the tools you need for success. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can have a new beginning. Believe that you could wipe the slate clean and start over. And be open to learning. Be open to the new. And I think you'll have a wonderful May. And sometimes this card, the Five of Cups, can mean reconnecting with someone from the past. So an old love may come back in May, and maybe you want to start over with that old love. Maybe something that didn't work out in the past, now you want to try it again. But to do that, you will have to admit flaws in your own behavior. You can't just blame everything on the other person. So if you can do that, if you can sit down with this person and talk about, in an honest way, where things went wrong, and trying to make things better, you can make things better. You can have a new beginning. So, and actually, there'll be a full moon in Scorpio, which for Aries, that would be, what sign would that be? That would be in your 8th house. So you might be finishing up something, maybe, and you have the potential to find intimacy this month. And then there's a new moon in Gemini, which would fall in your communication sector. And that's going to be a little bit more of an intense moon. So it's really important that you communicate and you talk and you tell the truth and get to the bottom of things. Not be afraid. Don't be afraid. So there could be an ending in some, with the full moon in your 8th house, it could be that some resource might be ending. Some money that you were counting on might be coming to an end, or It could be a job that's ending, or a relationship that was offering you support is coming to an end or coming to a head. Things will come to a head. So you're really going to need your communication skills in May. But you can create a new beginning. You can create a new life that will ultimately lead to a more positive outcome. But you can't sweep things under the rug. You have to be responsible for yourself. And then you can enjoy this this new adventure and new love. So I hope this reading was a help to you, Aries, and I hope you enjoy May. And I'm just wishing you luck and success and love. And I will talk to you again next month. Thank you.